Hello everyone, Julie here. There are lots of masterpieces in turn-based RPGs, and I've only showcased a few of them in some of my recent videos, and that's why we will delve deeper into more of these games that some of you might never heard of. Some of these games might not be the pinnacle of turn-based RPGs in today's standard, but I believe they're still able to provide an enjoyable experience, especially for fans of the genre. But before we go into the list, I want to introduce you to the best platform for buying games in this modern era, and it's called Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is the perfect place for you to shop in games these days. Your transactions are legit, fast, and their supports are ready 24/7, so you don't need to worry about anything. Do you think I was done? Not even close. They have lots of games for your favorite platforms, and they have the best deals as well. Instead of cutting your budget for dinner to buy new games, why not try Instant Gaming and eat healthy as well? All you have to do is just click my link in the description below, start searching for your favorite games, and use the activation code on your chosen platforms. By using my link, you're not only saving tons of money, but also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Wizardry 8 is a game that exists at a crossroads between old-school dungeon crawling rigor and emergent party-based RPG depth. As the final installment of the legendary Wizardry series, it not only closed a chapter of computer RPG history, but did so with a complexity and ambition that has earned it lasting reverence. Overshadowed at release by the rise of console RPGs and more accessible CRPGs, this game remains a hidden gem for those who crave unfiltered tactical challenge, rich party customization, and slow burn world building. Character creation alone is a gauntlet. Players build a party of up to 6 characters from 11 races and 15 classes, assigning stats, skill proficiencies, and personal backstories. Encased may not reinvent the CRPG wheel, but it polishes, reinvents, and recontextualizes it through a bleakly intelligent sci-fi lens. Built on the bones of classic Fallout 1 and 2, this game adds a sci-fi twist to the post-apocalypse, with a world trapped under a mysterious dome, corporations vying for control, and humanity unraveling under the weight of secrets. What defines Encased isn't its combat, but its writing and player agency. Dialogues are rich, branching, and often cerebral, filled with philosophical undertones, dry humor, and socio-political commentary. You can talk your way out of most situations, manipulate factions, or quietly sabotage entire systems. MS Saga is one of the most unexpected entries in the long lineage of Gundam games. Rather than offering another action-packed arena fighter or strategy simulation, MS Saga is a full-fledged traditional JRPG, all wrapped in the iconic mechanical shell of the Mobile Suit Gundam universe. Where MS Saga shines brightest is in its mech customization and battle system. Using parts scavenged from enemies or shops, you can create Frankenstein-like hybrids by mixing a Zaku head with a Gundam torso and Dom legs, all equipped with different weapons and abilities. The system is deep without being overwhelming, and it makes every new part drop feel meaningful. When the Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut launched in 2019, it had an impossible task. It needs to revive a franchise that hadn't seen a true core installment since the Reagan administration, while also competing in a crowded market of modern RPGs with sleek visuals and tighter design. Set in the high fantasy land of Kaith, Bard's Tale 4 drops you into a world inspired not by traditional Western fantasy but by Scottish folklore, Celtic myth, and oral tradition. You'll wander through villages, catacombs, shrines, and fey-haunted forests, solving riddles and fighting corrupted knights or twisted spirits. This is not a game where you simply move room to room, loot, and fight. Each area is a space to be unraveled, full of pressure plates, musical door locks, teleport puzzles, and ancient languages begging to be decoded.
On your word.
In the modern era of cinematic RPGs and procedural spectacle, it's easy to overlook the Avernum Series, a collection of old-school isometric RPG developed by Spiderweb Software. They don't boast crazy visuals or fully voiced cutscenes, but what they do offer is a massive, intricately handcrafted world, thoughtful turn-based combat, and some of the sharpest writing in CRPGs. Avernum doesn't hold your hand from the start. After a short prologue, you're given a wide-open world filled with optional dungeons, hidden towns, and moral choices that rarely have clear outcomes. You can also build your party however you want. With no rigid class system, you can develop characters by choosing skills freely, rewarding experimentation and role-playing over min-maxing. In the crowded library of PlayStation RPGs, Guardian's Crusade is an anomaly, a game that feels both deeply childlike and surprisingly profound. Released quietly amidst the titanic presence of Final Fantasy VII and the growing parade of anime-styled RPGs, Guardian's Crusade wore a deceptively simple 3D aesthetic and marketed itself as a kid-friendly RPG. Underneath its pastel exterior and warm storybook tone lies a game brimming with charm, thematic depth, and systems that were quietly ahead of their time. You can explore a seamless overworld with real-time transitions, something that is really rare in RPGs of that era and incredibly impressive for the original PlayStation.
I am at a loss.
Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura is one of the most wildly ambitious RPGs ever created, an isometric fantasy steampunk epic that takes place in a world resembling a mythic 19th century. Magic and technology exist in tension. Magic disrupts machines while tech cancels out spells. This core mechanic isn't just for show, it defines the world's politics, religion, racism, economics, and gameplay. Arcanum also offered unprecedented freedom in how to build your character and resolve situations. The number of possible builds and narrative outcomes is staggering. Dialogue trees change dramatically based on your stats, race, gender, and background. Even wearing certain clothing can dynamically change the interactions. Released for the Nintendo Wii, Rise Fantasia arrived at a time when the classic console JRPG was an endangered species. Yet here came Magick, teaming up with composer Yasunori Mitsuda and veteran Tale series staff to craft a thoroughly traditional turn-based RPG with ambitions to rival the greats. While Rise Fantasia stumbled in some areas, it delivered one of the most tightly designed, systems-rich, and narratively satisfying JRPG experiences of its generation. Rise Fantasia's true brilliance lies in its combat system, which blends old-school ATB pacing with party-wide action points. Rather than each character having their own turn meter, your party shares a pool of AP per turn, allowing you to mix and match characters, chain skills, and pull off devastating team attacks.
I don't think it's working.
Sneak one in!
Bingo!
Off your game, huh?
Released as an Xbox 360 exclusive in 2006 and later localized for Western audiences, Enchanted Arms had the unlucky distinction of arriving at a moment of seismic change in the JRPG landscape. Developed by From Software before the Dark Souls hits, Enchanted Arms was their attempt to bring the traditional turn-based RPG formula into the HD era with full 3D visuals, voice characters, and a hybrid battle system. One of Enchanted Arms' most overlooked strengths is its battle system, which blends turn-based mechanics with tactical grid positioning. Your party and the enemy each occupy opposite sides of a grid. Attacks and abilities have specific shapes and ranges, similar to Valkyria Chronicles or Mega Man Battle Network, requiring you to think spatially and strategically every turn.
Well up! Yeah! Here you go. That's better.
The Betrayal Collection is one of the most underappreciated duologies in the Western RPG canon. Set in the richly constructed fantasy world of Midkemia, these games represent not just a compelling adaptation of a literary universe, but a pioneering blend of narrative depth, tactical combat, and non-linear exploration. Inspired by tabletop games, the combat system is turn-based, tactical, and positional. Inventory and magic management are deep without being overwhelming, and a unique system for skill progression predates the Elder Scrolls' similar design. Silent Storm Gold Edition is a standout title in the realm of tactical RPGs, blending deep strategy with immersive gameplay. Set during an alternate World War II, players command a squad of up to 6 operatives from either the Axis or Allied forces. Each character specializes in roles like Sniper, Medic, Engineer, or Grenadier, which offers diverse tactical options. Mission variation ranges from stealthy infiltrations to full-scale assaults, all within a fully destructible 3D environment. The game's advanced physics engine also allows for dynamic interactions. Walls can be demolished to create new paths, and bullets respond realistically to materials and angles.
Something's wrong. I await revised orders. Moving up. Wish I could, but it's not gonna happen.
Battle Chasers Nightwar is a turn-based RPG developed by Airship Syndicate and published by THQ Nordic. Released in October 2017, the game is based on the Battle Chasers comic book series. It serves as both a continuation and a jumping-on point for the series, featuring the original cast marooned on a mysterious island where they must thwart the plans of an evil sorceress to escape. The game boasts a distinctive art style that blends Western comic book aesthetics with traditional JRPG visuals. The hand-painted environments and character designs contribute to an immersive and visually appealing experience. The dungeons are also procedurally generated, featuring traps, treasures, and enemies that yielding better rewards for higher difficulty levels. Metal Saga is a distinctive post-apocalyptic role-playing game series known for its open-ended gameplay, vehicle-based combat, and quirky humor. Players are given the freedom to explore a vast, non-linear world, choosing quests at their discretion. A hallmark of the series is its emphasis on vehicular warfare. Players can acquire and customize tanks and other vehicles, which are essential for survival and combat. Though this game may not have achieved mainstream success, it has cultivated a dedicated fanbase. The series stands out for allowing players to craft their own narratives in a post-apocalyptic setting, a feature that was ahead of its time when first introduced. Septerra Core is notable for its fusion of Western and Japanese RPG elements, offering a rich narrative, strategic combat, and a unique world design. Septerra Core employs a turn-based combat system reminiscent of the active time battle system found in games like Final Fantasy. Each character has an action bar divided into 3 segments, allowing for varying power levels of attacks and spells. The game also features a fate card magic system, where players collect and combine cards to cast spells, which adds additional layer of strategy to the combat. Not only that, exploration occurs across over 200 locations, allowing you to interact with numerous NPCs, undertake side quests, and customize your party. The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age is one of those rare licensed games that manages to carve out its own identity while still tethered to the mythos it borrows from. Released in 2004, this turn-based RPG aimed to blend the epic scale of Tolkien's world with the mechanics of classic Japanese RPGs. The game's combat system draws clear inspiration from Final Fantasy X with a visible turn order, swappable party members mid-battle, and unique skill trees per character. It's a deliberate and satisfying system that rewards planning and party synergy. Each character gradually takes on a specialized role, but the flexibility within those archetypes allows for meaningful customization. Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other hidden gem turn-based RPGs that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best hidden gem turn-based RPGs that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace!